You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 258.
258, man. I was about to be Republican Ralph this week because the way that was going, man.
Yeah, I feel you. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON. 2 underscores the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also special shout out to WDJY-FM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, hope.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man. Round of applause. Just 'cause I'm here. You know what? I'm probably gonna have to start calling the X next year. I gotta stop saying Twitter. I'm gonna call it by its legal name.
You've been fighting a good fight. I don't know why you just don't.
I don't know. It's my name to it. I'm calling Twitter type thing, but I'm gonna do right in 2025. I'm gonna do right. But anyway, my guy, how you feeling, man?
Feeling better now. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, man. No, everything's good going into Christmas. Merry Christmas to those that are listening. You know, you would have heard our voices by then. Hopefully.
True.
True. But no, man. You know, man. I work for the federal government, man. Hey, man. Listen, government shutdown, man. They be playing, man.
The suit was looming,
playing, bro. They be playing the long game. I'm like, hey, look, bro. My coach hit me on Friday. It was like, hey, look, can you get this done by, hey, look, if they shut this shit down at midnight, why y'all rushing me to get this done in an hour? That's crazy. You put the squeeze on them,
man. Look, for real.
And the other thing too, if they didn't figure it out, I had to go to work next week and I wouldn't get paid. I'm essential.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so, but because of the type of position that you have, you would have had to work without pay.
Yes, until they fixed it, and I was gonna get back pay. That means all that
at one time. Oh my God, the taxes. That's insane.
Appreciate you guys for thinking a little old me. You know,
shout out to the Senate and them.
Man. Shout out to the Senate and them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Because I'm like, man, they do this every time, bro. And then they got to send out all these company-wide notices and letters. And then if it really hit the fan, I was gonna know tomorrow. Like, technically, I would have been paid for tomorrow. You know, I work for some, well, I don't say the agency, but I would have got paid for tomorrow. But that day after Christmas, free work.
Crazy.
Internship.
Great. Internship. That's
like
crazy.
Getting a stipend. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, they pay you in the stipend. That's how I would have got paid.
Damn. And it would have been the same hours. Like, no short change and nothing.
No, you get it. So if they wanted to play hardball and not, fuck with each other, I've been out of there, bro. And then don't fuck around, not work.
I know, man.
Ain't no coming back.
Ain't no PTO, none of that. That's crazy. Yeah, that's insane. I saw you post about it, and I might have I think I might have seen something about a possible shutdown on Friday, but I'm working too, so I ain't really pay that much attention to it. It was about to be.
We was all paying big attention. People that work, anybody work for the Fed government paying big attention.
They knew what was up.
They had to get it done by 11:59 Eastern Standard Time.
PM.
Yes.
Jesus. Going into Saturday.
Jesus. And then now I can at least say this: some people that aren't considered essential, like say somebody that works for the national park. So the arch is considered a monument, and it's a national park.
Right.
The arch would have been closed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I remember maybe a few years ago, whenever the last time the government shut down, I do remember the arch being closed. You know, national parks and all that.
National parks and monuments, they're closed. But if you consider it essential,
outside still. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. Well, outside of that, how you feeling?
I mean, I'm good. Though.
Good.
Outside
good
of that,
now?
I'm good
now.
now. I'm good though.
Listen, man, I'm good. I'm excited for the holiday. I'm excited for time off. I'm just gearing up, man. Just to relax, be able to rest. I'm here, man. Feeling good. Good. That's all I really got for real. Just I've been real busy with work, so I'm just tired. I'm just ready to have time off so I can relax.
How much time are you at all?
So I'll be off work the days in between Christmas and New Year's. So I'm working up until Christmas, and then I'll be
pretty much a week off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. A lot of gaming will happen, but I still got to do a dose. Like I'm going to get an eye exam. Like I still, I got to knock all that stuff out too. So make sure my insurance is used because I ain't used it this year.
Oh no, yeah, you wild.
I know.
I know.
Last minute here, man. What? I need that.
Let me get all this.
Yes, sir.
By December 31st. File that claim by the 31st.
Man, what? For real. Get what you need. Get what you need. So yeah. Anyway, get into it.
Yeah, man. Off the dome.
I
got one for you. Very simple question, man. It's regarding movies and actors and TV shows, all that great stuff, right?
Okay.
Give me an actor or an actress that you feel that pretty much is overrated. Like they get the box office success, even maybe some accolades, but you just don't see it for their acting ability.
Dang. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy question. Oh, let me hear your answer because I gotta ponder on that one.
Well, I like Channing Tatum. I never got it. You know what I'm saying? Never really. It's layups out there. Like The Rock is out there, but that's a layup. You know what I'm saying? But Channing Tatum, he had a nice run in Hollywood where I just didn't. Maybe it's the look. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I still want to see him possibly do a Gambit film, but still, at the end of the day, I don't think that it was kind of like, oh, Channing Tatum, box office. Mm-hmm. But I guess, the Magic Mice and 21 Jump Streets is what y'all like. Shout out to that. No hate. Maybe a little bit of hate.
Maybe just a little bit of hate.
A little bit of hate. Excuse me. And hold on, I'm sorry. This is my other one.
Go ahead.
Vin Diesel.
He just butch.
Yes, he been playing Dom Toretto for 20 years. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because even when he was like Lance, what was it, like the Riddick movie in Triple X? Yeah. It was kind of more of the same.
Yeah, typecast type.
But he is $1 billion franchise guy.
You know what? I think I want to say John Cena. Now, I've seen John Cena in quite a few films, and even as Peacemaker. Yeah. Now, some instances, I think he can be funny, like he can be funny, but overall, I don't see it for him as an actor.
Making him the lead is where they fucked up.
Okay, I feel
because I've seen Vacation Friends.
I did too, and it was funny.
It was funny,
but
he should not be your lead. He shouldn't be the selling point of your film.
I can't do that. That's crazy how wrestlers, because even think about like Batista, The Rock. Like it's interesting how a lot of these wrestlers have made their way or made the transition into acting and made that like a full career. But I mean, I guess wrestling itself is somewhat acting.
Yeah, it is because they're a persona. They have to lean into that. And then honestly, when you think about it, they don't lean too far away from their wrestling persona on camera.
That's true too. That's also true. And you see it with The Rock all the time because even when he does his promos, I will never forget his promo run for Black Adam. Like it was terrible. It was so bad. But it felt like he was doing WWE promos. Mm-hmm. The DC comics will never be the same. The world's strongest. I'm like, all right, sir. And that's why it flopped. Anyway. All right. So for my off the dome, right? So 2025 is already kind of gearing up to be somewhat of a crazy year for concerts, right? We
Yeah.
already got the Tyler concert or Tyler tour announced, the Kendrick and SZA tour announced, and maybe people have already purchased tickets. Cool. Now, just thinking ahead, what artist, if they were to go on tour next year, would you absolutely go pay to see? Like, I know, Kendrick, that's out of, we know that's out of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what one artist, if they announced a tour next year, would you automatically say, no, I gotta go, I'm going?
Well, seeing that T.I. is ramping up for a retirement, quote unquote, if this is the last hoorah, I'm gonna go see. If this is the last time you go perform, for real.
Yeah.
All right, you got me.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
You got
I'm not mad at that. I do remember him mentioning something about retiring from rap.
He said he was old. If this is
this your last run?
This your last run.
I'm there.
I need it to be almost, and I'm putting stipulations on it. Like, I don't want to be a tour, like, because I don't think T.I. at this moment in conjuncture can carry a tour by himself. He would probably have to have like kind of like what 50 Cent did, but that's not neither here nor there. I want it to be like Atlanta Symphony Hall type shit.
Oh, got you. Okay. Yep.
I need that.
I like
and
that.
Then you bring all your features and surprise guests that way. You give me that? Yeah. I
like that. Yeah. I'm not mad at that at all. Ooh, that's
I need that.
I'm not mad at that. Ooh, that's a good one. I have two. And both of these artists I've never seen in concert. The first one, you might like this, but the first one is Jay-Z.
Okay.
If Jay-Z somehow, whether it's a new project or he gonna do a B-side show or whatever, if Jay-Z announced that he was doing a tour or a show or something, I would absolutely go. I would go see Jay-Z, because I've never seen Jay live.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's one of those
like you got
staples in hip hop that I feel like I absolutely need to see live in person, right? And the other one is kind of the same for me. Eminem. Okay. I've never seen Eminem live. I mean, of course, I watch performances all the time, but if Eminem were to announce a tour again, whether it's new music or old music, I absolutely will go see Eminem live, because I haven't been able to catch them.
Because he don't put out, but since we've been podcasting, he did pop 4 albums
at least. at least
4 albums. So
it ain't did one show. Ain't did one show. At least not in America.
At least that's what I'm getting at. I was like,
yeah. So either one of those. Nah, it'd be crazy if they both went on tour the same.
Like, well, they did like the Jay and Eminem did the home and away tour or something like that. They did like a few stadiums.
Oh yeah, this was like that was a while ago.
Yeah, damn near 10 years ago.
Oh dang, yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, because it was like they only did like 2 or 3 stadiums.
Okay,
but I don't know if you can call that a tour, because they did New York, they did Detroit, might have did some other city,
LA or something.
Yeah.
Hey, any show over one to me is a tour. So why not? Why not? Right. Stadium tour, turn up.
Exactly. But now people that was off the dome, give me one actor you pretty much hate that's a box office draw.
Yep. And then what artists are you absolutely paying to see in 2025 if they announce a tour? Let us know.
Yes, sir. OS Gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk? We got just a few topics here on this OS news docket for this week. Let's start here first. I think this is funny. Let's start here. There has been a discovery. Storage wars is running rampant, right? Because it was something that we didn't talk about a few weeks ago, but Roddy Ricch's Grammy was found in the storage.
Yeah, I seen.
And guy tried to store them and all that. But now we got something better. We got 12 things better than any Roddy Ricch Grammy. We got unreleased Michael Jackson recordings found in a storage unit in California. Johnny!
That's crazy.
What you got to say about that?
Listen, man, whoever this individual was that found those recordings is an instant millionaire. I would hold off from selling those for a very long. I don't know the age of this person. I don't know if he need to put it in his or her will to hand it down to his or her children, grandchildren. But this is like having real gold in hand. Like that's insane. Shout out to Storage Wars, because I mean, did you ever watch that show, Storage Wars?
No, not for real.
Like it's crazy the amount of valuable antique items that you can find, and if you get them priced correctly by the right person, they sell for a lot of money. But this is like a gold mine.
This is different.
like super different. It's insane.
Like, people go to court all the time for their masters and original recordings and things like that, and estates are established off of the backs of deceased artists and their legacies, right? So Michael Jackson's estate easily worth no amount of money that you can humanly do.
Right.
So you found contents of this estate, because you can't put this out and say it's a Michael Jackson album, because you'll get sued. You know what I'm saying? So there's legalities to that. So these 12 tracks do belong to the estate. However, it's a cost. It's a cost for everything, and somehow this, like what? How do you even begin to? This is the thing, right? I have seen people kill for less. I would rather have the 92 bricks that Jay-Z lost before I have 12 unreleased Michael Jackson tracks. I am so good. I would rather have dope on my person
real
and try to figure out how to move that before I have to worry about 12. They will kill you. They will, like Sony,
bro. That's funny.
will kill you. And hold on, I had to look up the time frame. I was like, okay, what the time frame matters. Now, if it was on his way out, respectfully, I'm cool.
Oh,
but
that's great. That's great.
But it said from the years of 1989 to 91. So we still getting some prime mic right there.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, that's crazy. We talking about bad.
These were tapes that they found.
We talking about bad era, dangerous era. No, Mike is still him.
Yeah,
Mike is still
Hold on,
him.
now listen to, there's a few articles out there floating around, but it says that the tapes contain 12 unreleased tracks, mostly recorded on cassettes, and there's a LL Cool J verse.
Okay.
Included in that. So
that's crazy. LL Cool. I just seen a clip of an interview with LL Cool J was saying he worked with Mike and they did a song, but it never came out. And now this person have found it. That's crazy. Conspiracy, I think.
Listen, I'm good. I don't want 12 unreleased nothing from Michael Jackson. None of that. Man,
look,
they'll find a way to discredit you and put you in jail or kill you. I don't know. Like, it's like, bro. And then okay, let me suspend my my conspiracy theorist hat. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they'll kill you for them. Straight up, no hezzy. What's the number that when Johnny finds that he has 12 unreleased Michael Jackson recordings, rather they be finished, unmastered, whatever? What's the number that you're hitting, that you have your lawyer or whoever hit up the Michael Jackson estate and tell them that you want?
You want the unrealistic or the realistic number?
The unrealistic, because the unrealistic will at least fall to your real. You got to shoot high, baby, in negotiation.
My unrealistic number, we might be talking upwards of 500 million. Upwards of 500 million.
You must be Michael Jackson yourself. You want 500 million?
I said unrealistic. I said that.
I thought unrealistic would have been like 50 million.
That's my real number. That's my real number. That's my real number. Especially like, again, we talk about posthumous albums here, but especially if they plan to do something with those. Now, if they don't plan to do nothing with it, then the number can come down a little. But if they plan to actually do something like they did with Timbaland and Escape, like the songs that are, songs that he had already recorded, and then Timbaland comes in and does his thing with the production and the vocals and all that, then if that's what we talking about, then absolutely. I need that. And I wonder legally how that works, right? Like you said, Sony owns the masters, but the person purchased the storage unit and now owns the physical copy. So like, how does one supersede the other? Like, how does that work?
Well, in the sense of, if he tried to put this out as an album, that's where
that's where he can go crazy.
Listen, the tapes is mine, baby. The tapes is mine. That's how I feel like now. Hey, keyboard lawyers, tell me if I'm wrong. In my mind, if I bought something and it's in here, it's mine.
It's mine. I own this.
I own this.
This is my
but the
residence.
minute you try to make money off of it, that's something else. In the sense of like, oh, I got with Columbia Records, and I'm gonna put out these posthumous Michael Jackson album, and I'm not gonna call it Michael. I'm gonna call it, I ain't gonna call it Michael Jackson. I'm gonna call it,
something
right,
else.
Pop King, not the King of Pop King.
Pop King.
I don't know, like think of something. So I don't know. It's interesting, but I like I said, I would rather have dope. I would rather be a drug dealer. Just
if you ever look up on something like that, just slide them over here, bro. I got you.
That's kind of like
something.
you win in the lottery and there's no anonymity in it. It's like people know, like, you know what I'm saying? How you win the lottery, like you win, let's say you win the $1 billion Powerball, right? But niggas know you won.
Well, yeah, no,
it feels
you gotta move immediately.
Man, what? I feel like that's, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be murder at 1600 when they killed Buddy for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro, I don't want the problems, bro. Like, sometimes you just like, you know what? I don't want these problems.
Now that you really mentioned it, the anxiety that comes with that is like,
I'm thinking
I still gotta live.
I feel like it's like, imagine like you go outside to your mailbox and there's a bag of money. Like, what would you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, damn, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm scared. Like, whose money is this? Like, first you think like, first of all, whose money is this?
Right. How did it get here?
How did it get here?
Is it a trap?
Right.
What's on this money?
I feel like you know how you would talk yourself so crazy. You be like, hey, you'll pop like if you had a tape deck to play these tapes for Michael Jackson, you're like, oh, this is Michael Jackson. This is Michael Jackson. I ain't never heard this song.
I'm about to say, would you listen? Would you listen to this? Oh, okay.
I mean, if I had a tape deck,
hey, you can go to Goodwill right now and find one for real.
But let me ask you kind of like the fun question, right? Okay, let's say this guy gets his money, whoever, guy, woman, whoever, right? They get their money, whatever the undisclosed amount is. The state decides to put this out. Do you think this album would be well received?
Well, thinking about, I don't know, because thinking about the time frame, right, in which these tapes were recorded.
Yeah.
But then also thinking about things sounding dated. And Michael Jackson was very calculated on what to and what to not put out. So the fact that whatever is on these tapes didn't come out tells me that maybe they weren't hitting the way that he would have liked them to. So maybe they wouldn't be as well received as some of the the songs that came out on Bad and Dangerous.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So
there's like some old jams on there, and I mean like like song jam, not jams.
Right? No, not the joints, but
jam.
The song jam.
The song jam. You know how crazy this is? The song with LL didn't come out, but the song with Heavy D did. Like that. and that's no shot at Heavy D. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta think about that. The LL verse didn't come out.
But at the time, think about the time, right?
Yeah.
That was New Jack Swing kicking out. It was going crazy.
Yeah.
That ain't LL Cool J time. That ain't LL Cool J time.
He ain't reinvented himself.
Not in the moment.
I thought he was like, Mama knock you out around that time.
That ain't New Jack Swing. Michael Jackson ain't want no hardcore shit or no jam. No, that was not in the realm of what he was doing at the time. Michael reinvented himself. Now I can see LL Cool J on Invincible. I don't know why it ain't come out then. It didn't come out then. That's what I'm saying.
He was in the waterfall with the jeans and the Kango.
Come on, talk. But here we are. Hey, Mike said it's a time and a place. What?
Right, exactly.
I love it. So yeah, nah.
But yeah, 12 unreleased Michael Jackson tracks. What would y'all do? We're interested to have that dialogue for real. Let's try this out. It's a serious conversation. Michael Vick, former NFL quarterback, superstar, Atlanta icon, however you want to phrase it, has now been hired to be the head football coach at a HBCU, Norfolk State, which is located in Virginia. Johnny, what do you have to say about another NFL great coming down to coach at the collegiate level for one, and then secondly at a HBCU.
I love it. I love it, man. I think I remember around the time Deion Sanders got hired at Jackson State.
Yeah.
We talked about how hopefully that this becomes a trend.
Yeah.
Now we had Deion at Jackson State. What's my man name at Tennessee State?
Eddie George.
Eddie George. And I think he's doing amazing things at Tennessee State as well.
Yeah.
But now we got Michael Vick at Norfolk State. I think this is great. I don't know if I'll call it a trend just yet. If we get another one or two, then I'll say, okay, this is a trend that's really becoming a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm loving the fact that Michael Vick decided to go.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm not sure of, does Michael Vick have any connections to Norfolk State, or is just him wanting to?
He's just a Virginia boy. That's the only connection he has. He
Gotcha.
did not go there. He went to Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Virginia Tech for 2.5 years, then he went to the NFL. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm and where the transfer portal has become a thing, I'm not sure if kids will transfer down to go over to play for Michael Vick. Michael Vick is still a lovable guy. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, I think his image, especially amongst us, you know what I'm saying? We love him,
of course.
And Norfolk State to give him the opportunity to coach, considering the negative press that he still would get, even though his jail time and the dog fighting stuff is well behind him. We've seen second chances for worse situations.
Absolutely.
He came back to the league after the dog fighting stuff, so it wasn't even like I don't see that being a thing now. But he's from Virginia. He has roots in Virginia. I think he can still relate to kids. He said that in the article he would love to still be a mentor and coach and teach. So if he's at that level now, let him build up that program. Give him some time. I know at the HBCU level, you just don't get those top tier recruits. That's not a thing, but I would love it to be a thing, because me and Johnny had these passionate debates, especially when Jackson State became the power that it was with Deion.
Yeah,
we just want to see HBCUs thrive, even if it's not our own. It's just, I don't know. Just
let me ask: Do you think Mike Vick can be as successful as Deion was at Jackson State without I don't want to say without the Deion personality, but like without being as flashy or in the media or talking it,
no.
you know what I'm saying about.
I know what you're saying, but to answer your question,
no.
He can be successful, but it's strictly going to be the football.
Yeah,
that's it. And casual fans of HBCU football do not exist.
Okay, true. True. I can agree with that.
Jackson State drew a lot of that attention because Deion was there, and there's listen, as somebody that's from SWAC, I understand. Who say I ain't SWAC? You know what I'm saying? Remember we had to go through all that.
Yeah, I remember.
But Deion brought all that there because he's Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
and Michael Vick is electric of a football player as he was. He has never been the lightning rod that Deion Sanders is personality wise.
Right.
You can debate what the highlight reels look like, but if you're talking about personality,
we talking about outside.
Michael Vick don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really gonna be about how his kids respond to him. What do the first year turnaround look like? Are they competing in the the MEAC, because that's what the conference that they're in?
Yep.
How do they look? And then there's been a lot of conference realignments when it came to the MEAC, so they don't even have like the standard rivalries as they used to, because a lot of people just left the conference.
Yeah, they only have 6 teams in their conference now.
So that means, okay, are we going to start playing like some of these other like white schools, or do we play up, get a check here and there from like a do they play the University of Virginia and things like that.
Yeah.
So I just have to trust whatever Coach Vick can provide to that school. But I don't think we'll never see the Deion effect again. Not down here in Division I AA with the HBCUs. No,
definitely not.
No matter who. Like, I don't know who you go get, but it's not gonna be that.
There's no other NFL
player,
past
present.
player that would be able to replicate what Deion did. It's no way.
Deion
It's no way.
different. Like he's a reality TV show guy for like
That's
a
true.
while. So like Deion he's been a media circus since he came out of Florida State. And that was in 1988.
That's crazy. That's insane. Oh my God.
Right. When you think about it, that's a long time to be a media darling, and they love and hate him.
That's true. Well, all right. Well, shout out to Mike Vick. Shout out to Norfolk State. Maybe we'll see them in the Celebration Bowl at some point.
That'd
be crazy if they're in the Swag Me Egg Challenge like next football season, like one coming up.
Listen, they're gonna have to. Listen, Mike Vick go get he's gonna market them and do what he got to, but it's not gonna be what we saw with Deion. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out. But yeah, let's talk about this, man. The most anticipated albums coming out in the year of our Lord 2025. Hip Hop DX came up with a nice plethora of rap albums that are slated to drop in 2025. Johnny, after reviewing the list, what jumps out at you?
Well, even before looking at the list, I mean, as much as J. Cole has been alluding to it, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to the fall off. Now, when that comes, no idea. I imagine it'll be before Dreamville Fest, which is in April, I believe, which is the last one. I don't know if you saw that. That's crazy. And then the other one I was thinking about was Cardi B. That's another album that's been heavily alluded to all year. You know, it's coming out, it's not coming out. Cardi B saying, you know, I don't want it to come out now. All types of things circling her sophomore album.
Yeah,
that's insane to think about too. So those are like the two that are at the top of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, which ones are you looking forward to?
Well, definitely J. Cole to fall off, because that's seeming like it's going to be his last album, especially the run that he's went on, the rollout, the announcement of the last Dreamville Fest. So that definitely stood out. We talked about the clips. Just how does that sound? We talked about that because they got Kanye and Pharrell producing.
Mm-hmm.
Call me crazy. I want to hear Kanye West album.
You want to hear Kanye West?
No, it's on here. He's been revving up.
Oh, that's right. What is it called?
Bully.
That's right. I seen that.
Call me crazy.
Because
he's leaving like whatever Vultures was, and I'm not a fan of that. I think he's just getting. Listen. It sounds like, because it was a production. It was a song that leaked, and it kind of had an old soul sample, and it had me.
Okay.
I was like, I forgot the name of it, but if he's getting to that, just at least the production can just, you know,
can okay, I got you.
Because Vultures was just like on some. It was definitely. It had some stuff here and there, but I just couldn't get with it.
And I was going to ask you, what's the difference between, you know, wanting the new Kanye album versus what he did on Vultures? But I think you kind of answered that, so I get it. It makes sense. Oh, definitely the Clips album. And that album title was so hard. Let God Sort Them Out. Oh my God. What I did not expect was, it looks like there's a JID and Metro Boomin album coming now.
That might be the one.
Look,
don't say it. Say what you want to say. Oh, I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
Hey, it's about goddamn time. Listen, because this is the thing, right? This will be the perfect marriage to where Metro Boomin gets his respect as a producer, because he doesn't get that righteous respect because of the artists that he works with.
Okay.
And Flip, JID, raps his ass off.
Facts.
But we don't care about all them bars if it ain't sounding good, my guy. And Metro Boomin has been helping curate a lot of songs that get played outside, and JID deserves an outside song.
Agreed.
And I feel like he will get that with this project.
Talk about it. No, that's facts. That's all facts. That's all facts. Now that's not something that was on my radar. I didn't know that was a thing, but definitely looking forward to that, because that and it got to drop around the summertime.
Now listen, we got a few rapper producer collabs. So let's run through this and rank your how excited you are for these, right?
Okay.
So we already said JID and Metro Boomin. You got Freddie Gibbs and Madlib.
Mm.
You have Big Sean and the Alchemist.
Okay.
And then you have Saba and No ID.
I know Big Sean is last.
Not for me. Clearly, right? Be my number one album next year.
If I'm going based off of like
what
track record,
yeah, what we just said.
Freddie and Madlib is number one. Look, come on,
and honestly,
Freddie going crazy.
It's like, and it ain't close.
Man, look, for real. I really like Saba and No ID, but that's gonna be third for me because of that JID and Metro Boomin. I'm gonna keep that too.
That's the one that piques my interest the most. But yeah, like you said, Freddie first for sure. Saba and No ID. I'm not the biggest Saba guy, so I can't. And that's not for a lack of like saying I don't like him. I just haven't been
tapped in like that. I get it.
Because he's from Detroit, right?
Yeah.
But you had me at No ID though.
Absolutely.
So you had me at No ID, and then Big Sean. My favorite album of 2024.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Now, I already know the answer to this. I just want to see your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about a new Busta Rhymes album?
I'll say this.
For the reaction.
Listen. If Busta can stick to 10 to 12 songs, 3 features, you only getting 3.
You only getting 3.
That'll be a good album.
Anybody specific?
No.
Okay.
Just I don't need him, mastermind and we got every little new nigga that has made a rap song in the past 18 months on your album. That is not it.
You ain't trying to hear Busta and Glorilla? You trying to
hold on, you might have me there. That's different. Hold on. I don't play about Glow. I don't play about Glow. But like,
bro, that's funny.
The other ones, like he better not have like Ice Spice or something on there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be shit like that. Like it be shit that don't make sense. Like you heard it. You heard that album.
I did.
Come on, man.
Busta and Ice Spice is funny.
But they both from New York. That's what I'm saying.
I
know, right?
That's
I know. But it's like you have a lot of big people, big wigs out there. You still got Travis Scott floating out there with a new album. Drake obviously will probably come back outside. Young Thug.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
What does a new Young Thug album sound like?
And so that's the question.
Yes.
And because that's the question, does that make you like anticipate or excited for it? Because it has to be a departure from what he's done in the past.
I think that, like, now granted, I wasn't like heavy into Young Thug's like deep album but I consider myself a fan, if that makes sense. But when it came to the album, I think Pump was good to me. But the people that came up on Young Thug's street music don't like Pump.
Okay, yeah.
Because
I mean,
it's commercial. It's commercial as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, but Young Thug is doing more artistry on there. Like, you can tell he's being free. Like, he's sing. Like, Young Thug has always been a talented guy. I don't know what to call him sometimes. Lyricist, vocalist, whatever, right? But he's been talented. He's been able to make a song. But for him to come out with a new album and kind of have to rehabilitate his image, what does his feature sound like? Who does he go to? Does he gonna reconnect? Do him and Lil Baby do something? Like, I see Lil Baby on the list or album next year.
Speaking of Lil Baby, so I have a question. Is there anybody or are there any artists that you think are on the clock when it comes to dropping albums in terms of like their career that needs to put out an album next year?
Cardi. You already said it. Cardi. For sure. Like, I know Cardi is an A-list celebrity,
yeah.
But if we talking about her music career, hey, baby, we know you and Offset, y'all go back and forth. You just dropped off another one of his kids, and now y'all back beefing. I'm confused, but like, kick us out the group chat. We have seen. I mean, we have seen this hood rat tail before, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But
that's facts.
If you go if what we know you for is music, but it seems like your brand is bigger than that now. But you're under contract to a record label. Now, no matter who, you ain't beating the machine. We see what the machine do.
Facts.
The machine wants to use you. You have never been on a tour. You have had 2 more kids.
Dang, she never been on tour?
No. Remember when her and Bruno was about to do their world tour off of that one song they had? One song. This ain't even like Kendrick and SZA. Like, y'all got the track record, right? Cardi and Bruno had the finesse remix, and they attached her to Bruno's world tour that he had to work up for.
Right.
Bruno had to listen. Bruno was outside for a long time before he got there.
He was.
And they put her on his tour.
Yikes.
For one song. And then she got pregnant with Culture, the first baby.
Wow.
And so she never went.
Damn, that was like 2018.
Yeah, 20 something like that.
Wow.
But no,
that's great. So
Cardi is the low hanging fruit. Little Baby is another low hanging fruit.
Okay, that's who I'm thinking. Now, do you think coming off of the whole Drake and Kendrick exchange, beef, rap battle, whatever, do you think Drake is on the clock in terms of album and music?
No. And this is coming from somebody that has repeatedly bashed Drake throughout this whole beef. But then again, I have to think about my stances on being the Aubrey Angel that I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been like a fan.
Yeah.
I don't think that, and the reason why he's still number one in a lot of our streaming platforms is because we like the old music.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why
Touche.
you can stand on, like, hey, you know what? Just kind of fall back for a little second, because I think that Drake has warranted himself to just give himself that break,
which we thought he was going to take 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah.
That is a good point. For me, thinking about how everything transpired, right? And then those few tracks that he was featured on after the fact that just kind of fell flat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering if he'd ever be able to get back to who he once was as an artist, I'm guessing. Because to me, it just doesn't. And again, not that he necessarily has to, because he has a tremendous backlog, right? I get it. But if the goal is for him to continue as an artist, I don't know if he's able to get back to who he once was.
I think if he, this is the thing, right? When I go back and listen to old Drake, and I mean, like, not even the rap stuff, the pop shit, like, you know what I'm saying, the singles.
Yeah,
there's a way to get back there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a way, because the only reason we take you as corny and, like, you know, not being like us is when you start doing weird stuff. Like, you start like the barrettes and the, you know, the grill, like, you know, hey, my guy, like, hey, you rapping tough. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got shooters and all that. What?
But I feel like that's been sprinkled throughout his career, though.
Well,
like,
honestly,
he always goes back and forth, right?
Honestly, when he did Headlines, he was talking about catching bodies. He was like, "Hey, wait a minute."
See,
and that's the single off of Take Care. I was like, "Hey, yo, wait a minute, brother."
It's always been sprinkled.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, "Yeah, that was kind of weird then," but you know, we let it slide.
Look, still slap, right? Still slap. So, you know, there we are. So I don't know. I kind of feel like he's on the clock. If he doesn't drop next year, I don't know.
Let me ask you this. Now, there's one person on here that could use a career revival.
Okay.
Do you think Chance the Rapper has a chance? No pun intended.
Pun intended.
No pun intended.
Damn, this is gonna be toxic, but yes, because he just got a divorce.
I was thinking that too. I was like, if he really going through this divorce shit, he might have
write it down.
He might have that hunger.
No, for real.
Because that Star Diamond album, whatever the fuck that shit was trash. Ass. 2 packs of ass. You know what I'm saying? That shit was bad.
So funny,
oh my God, it was horrible.
But no, I mean, even like jokes aside,
yeah.
I really do think that he would be able to get it back. I do think so.
This is the thing. I don't think we ever really understood what a Chance the Rapper album sounds like, because when he gave us an album, it was horrible. And then he got all the success off of mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know, what was the name of the joint? I can't think of it.
Was it Coloring Book?
Yeah, Coloring Book.
Yeah.
Coloring Book is your gateway, your launch pad to success. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a college dropoff knockoff. That's why I like it so much.
Oh, okay, got you.
But this shit, the Big Day or whatever that shit was, hey. So we still never really gotten. It's like his first album was his sophomore slump.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, damn.
And then he hasn't put out an album since.
That's a good point. I guess he's too busy being happy.
Hey, listen, it's okay. Let's try this out before we get up out of here. Right, it's a few other vets on here.
Okay,
so we got Nas and DJ Premier doing a joint album. We have T.I. with Kill the King / Kiss the King. Not really sure about that. You already alluded to Busta Rhymes. And then you have J-Rock. And then you have The Game with Documentary 3. So a lot of OGs and vets still in the mix, providing albums. Now, I guess just out of those, like, I guess what intrigues you most outside of the Busta Rhymes one? Because you already mentioned that.
I think because of the titling, I want to say this T.I. Because is this a double disc?
That's what it seems like. Because at first, I've heard the Kill the King rumors for a while, like the retirement and stuff like that. So if it's Kill the King, all right, cool. What is this Kiss shit about?
Right
now, bro.
Oh, is this another T.I.?
I was about to go there. I was about to say, hey. We already did the T.I. versus T.I.P., my brother.
This the sequel.
Oh, God.
Sequel. That's crazy.
That is crazy. But I mean, I'm still intrigued because in all, I'm still a T.I. fan. But the Kill the King concept sounds so great for a final album.
Yeah, I mean, true.
And then, this is probably still a working title. I doubt, and he might come out as that, but who knows?
Who knows?
And then T.I. on the latter end of his career has still kind of provided a good level of rapping if you paid attention to it.
Oh, for sure. I still listen to a few tracks off of Libra.
Yeah.
Like that. I love that album.
And then he did like some political joints or something like that. Wasn't it something like that? He was doing like them one-offs or something.
I believe so. Yeah.
Those were straight like he got some shit out there.
Yeah.
It's just if you go pay attention. This hurts me.
Say it.
I'm not excited for the Game album.
I kind of knew you was going there.
I've officially got off that train, off that narcotic, because he got into this debate about why his legacy is not appreciated or something like that when it comes to other West Coast artists. I mean, yeah, you carried the torch for a while, where it was this bridge in between like 2001 Dr. Dre. And the rise of the new school with Kendrick and Nipsey and YG and all that.
Right.
So yeah, you had to carry that shit for a while, but you have proven yourself to be such a goof. You have changed. You have shown no loyalty to anybody.
Right.
So how can somebody stay loyal to you?
It's interesting how just not even an artist or entertainer, how a person can self-sabotage and not even realize it.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we've seen Game do. Now, I don't know who or what is to blame. I mean, we could say social media, or it could just be the type of person Game really is. We have no idea. But Game has absolutely put himself in the position that he's in. Yeah. And it's really saying
there's no one to blame but him.
That's it.
And then when Dr. Dre taking liking to your little brother when you was there first, like, you know what I'm saying, like Kendrick is quote unquote the little brother.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But listen, Dre, like he called him for the pop out, and Dre was there.
Easy. Did a song and whispered. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. But now, man, 2025 is looks like it's gonna be a great year in hip hop, man. Like, I think people been kind of sitting down, just kind of getting to it. It's gonna be a big year on the mainstream as well as always underground, always popping. But let's get to it. Blur segment, man. We got a few things before we get up out of here.
Yes, sir.
Superman,
man.
Superman Legacy, the teaser trailer. It was a teaser to the teaser trailer, and then the teaser trailer dropped. So, Johnny.
Inception.
Yeah, I know, right? so July 11th, 2025, we're getting the new version of Superman and James Gunn's version of the DCU. Are you excited by this teaser trailer?
Look, man, I didn't know what to expect from yet another iteration of Superman.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
But this trailer was fire. I can't deny how it looked, how the trailer looked. This is only a minute and a half, 2 minutes of footage.
Yeah.
Pieced together. We got quite a few cameos of other DC characters in the trailer as well.
We getting going real quick.
But it looked great. The trailer honestly did get me excited for the movie. It did. I can't front about it.
Yeah.
From the very first shot that we see of Superman, look like he instantly getting his ass beat. That's how we starting. That's how we start the trailer.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
Yeah,
like I'm with it.
Do you bleed?
Yeah, but man, look, it's yes, that's what I need. It looks like James Gunn is taking from the Thanos arc and Thanos winning. Like that's what we're looking at here. Yes, give me Superman getting his ass whooped. I'm tired of seeing him fight Lex Luthor. I don't want to see none of that. I want to see Superman actually fight some strong opponents.
Well,
I need that.
It looks like Lex Luthor's going to be in the film. He's going to be like a sub boss, somebody just kind of in the back pulling strings.
There, yeah,
like, well, not in the back, but outright pulling strings, like because that's what Lex Luthor do. But I mean, hey man, this trailer got me excited for some shit I didn't even know I wanted. I didn't even know I wanted to see a Superman film because it's just like, yeah, we done had Superman films, like
so many.
They'd be cool, like, you know what I'm saying? They'd be some cool. Man of Steel was good.
I enjoy Man of Steel,
but it leaves so much to be desired. And then I think what James Gunn has done, where he's trying to get away from the Snyderverse stuff, you can tell like this shit bright. This got colors.
Yes. That was my other thing about the trailer. Like I'm loving the color blocking or whatever. I don't know what it's called. The coloring is great.
Yeah,
like it looks great. Now, do you care about Superman wearing the red drawers outside? Did you notice that?
Listen, I don't be know, like people like they was like, oh, this is the particular type of Superman suit. I was like, I thought all them shits was the same.
No,
Batman been getting dripped for years, so I like Batman get, it's kind of like you get a new sweatshirt. It's like it's just new.
It's new,
but it got a new bat, got a new, put a little red in
all
it, something like that. But no, I don't really pay attention to Superman shit.
That's just fanboy shit. It's like in the comic books, in the original Superman run of the comics, like he had on his blue suit, but over it was the red draw. Okay, but so that. He had that on in the trailer.
So what was he doing in the other movies?
So in Man of Steel, it was just a blue suit. He ain't had a red drum. So yeah, look,
listen,
neither here nor there. So here we are. So yeah,
that shows you I didn't. Listen, man, I don't know.
It's
man.
okay. It's okay. Fanboy shit. Anyway, but also in the trailer we get the glimpse of 3 other DC heroes. We have a Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, different Green Lantern. We have Mr. Terrific, black superhero, Shoutout. And then we also have Hawk Girl.
Yeah.
So that like not sure how they are going to be incorporated into this particular film. I mean, of course they'll be in the broader DC universe, but how they fit into the film, no idea. But it was great to see them. I was not anticipating any other superheroes in the movie, but here we are.
Well, yeah. If we're going to establish this world, let's slowly, I mean, even though it's a Superman film, we hope that it's not a big trailer for something else.
Right.
Hope this is a contained Superman story. Right. Green Lantern, fly your ass back off after you do something.
I mean,
clearly, he's fucking some shit up. He's fucking some shit up.
It looked like Superman need help from the first clip. It's true. We had to call the dog to come back. Oh, shout out to Krypto. We get Krypto, the superhuman dog or super dog. Super dog. It's not superhuman. It's super dog.
Yeah.
And shout out to Krypto.
Yeah, shout out to Krypto. Yeah. But and I like what Lex Luthor look like. Yeah, that's my guy. I think his name is Nicholas. I forgot his last name, but he's a pretty dope actor.
Yeah, man.
So I hope he just captures the villainy.
For sure. Listen, man. Again, and this is only the teaser. Like we don't have plot points. We don't know nothing. This is just a bunch of clips from the movie.
I don't need it.
You don't need the plot points. You just want to go see it.
Let's just get to it, baby. But let's talk about this too, right? So now that we've gotten the James Gunn teaser trailer for the Superman Legacy film coming out July 2025, we have the DC lineup. For everything he has going. Like, so it's some stuff that's in development, some stuff that's just slated to come out. So Johnny, where you want to go with first, bro?
Well, so we talked about the Penguin. Shout out to the Penguin. Phenomenal TV show.
Yeah. So
the current running property that we have right now is Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
It's an animated show on Max currently right now. it's kind of like I really don't want to say a spinoff. I really don't want to say continuation, but it's somewhat of a spinoff of the most recent Suicide Squad. It kind of leads directly, Suicide Squad kind of leads directly into this show.
Yeah.
And I mean, after 3 or 4 episodes so far, I'm really enjoying it. So it's a lot of, if I'm being honest, like D and E list characters that form a team. Like, so Rick Flag died in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Rick Flag's dad is the one leading the Creature Commandos. Like, it's dope. Excuse me, it's really dope so far.
Yeah.
The next thing we get in January of 2025 is season 5 of Harley Quinn.
Okay.
If you watch Harley Quinn, you know what it is. It's a hilarious show. It's not for kids. Like, it's a really good show. And then we just talked about it in July 2025. We get Superman, and I think they dropped the Legacy. I think it's just Superman.
Oh, just Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, in August of 2025, we get Peacemaker season 2. How do you feel about that?
Peacemaker was a good time. So let me not sit here and hate. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hating.
Yeah.
I'm just not excited.
I got you.
For another season of it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Unless you tied into some shit. Like, it's got to be tied. And
you.
I think because it felt like Peacemaker was a one-off, it was like, okay, what is this connected to?
Mm-hmm.
Because, and maybe that's I'm being trained and programmed by the MCU to everything being connected to something. Right. What was the purpose of this? You know what I'm saying?
And I'm
because the budget requires something, like, you know what I'm saying? It's got to tie into something, in my opinion.
True.
In my opinion.
And it's interesting because Peacemaker season 1 was literally a continuation of Suicide Squad. It's like right after that, right?
Yeah.
Peacemaker season 2 comes out a month after Superman. So I'm wondering if Peacemaker season 2 is like a continuation of that, which is crazy.
That'd be crazy.
That's insane.
That'd be crazy.
Okay, May of 2026, we have an untitled DC project, so we don't know what that is. June of 2026, we have Lanterns, which I think is the live action show.
I'm glad. Hold on. Yeah, my old eyes. I'm like, hold on, June 2025 for Lanterns. I'm like, hey, didn't they just announce Buddy? Like,
26.
I'm like, just announced the casting. I'm like, hey, all right.
Buddy, you British?
Yeah, but hey, man, they all British, bro.
That's stupid. Anyway,
they all British.
All right, so June 2026, we get the Lanterns TV show, which I'm assuming it'll be on Max. Then also in June 2026, we have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
So there's gonna be a movie?
That's a film, yeah. That's a film.
Because Supergirl supposed to be in this film, obviously.
Is she?
Because I seen a breakdown that said that she was in there.
Okay.
Or alluded that she to being in there.
Oh, look, she may be a hidden plot point. We don't know.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting. September of 2026, we have Clayface, a Clayface movie. Now that's a Batman villain, but he has his own film. Yeah, I believe so.
All right.
How do
they're going into the Batman 2, which is not a part of y'all universe.
That's Elseworlds.
All right. That's all right.
Yeah, man.
Clayface better be in Batman 2 for this shit to make sense.
But see, okay, so I don't think this version of Clayface is in that version of Batman because that Batman is Elseworld.
Exactly.
So how do we have Clayface without Batman? I don't understand that.
That's why I ain't gonna do it.
You ain't gonna do it?
I ain't gonna do it.
You sure?
That's what I'm about to say. That's why Sony out here bad right now.
Right, they just killed they whole non-Spider-Man.
Y'all pretty much just said give Marvel the rights back. Y'all playing, man.
Right, basically. And then we jumped to 2027 with the Untitled Project, and then 2028 with Dynamic Duo.
Now, who would that be? Do you know?
Now the phrase Dynamic Duo usually refers to Batman and Robin. Now, I highly doubt this is a Batman and Robin film. Yeah. I don't know for sure, but I highly doubt that.
Yeah, because Batman is clearly in development for the DCU at large.
Yep. So I don't know why they would do this, but I'm thinking maybe like a Nightwing and Robin situation.
It might be an animated joint.
Or could be, yeah. Could be animated. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like the slate is dope so far. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Creature Commandos is out, but what we're really looking forward to is the Superman film because the teaser got me.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The teaser usually gets me too.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's how we wrapping up the year, huh?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Clearly.
Yeah, man.
We have reached the end of our docket, Johnny.
Listen, first of all, let's just give a round of applause to 2024 Oversaturated the podcast. Everybody that watches on YouTube, that listens on your favorite DSPs, that has commented, that has liked, that has left a review, that has shouted us out, that shared their yearly wrap up, that had us on their list. We just want to thank y'all for a great year. It's been great, man. It's been great. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We'll catch y'all in 2025. We taking a little break. Taking a little break.
Just a little break.
Now if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
OS song of the week.
Song of the week. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, real quick. Did you know?
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.